Hey guys, welcome back to Blaze Goddess Tarot. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into what is the current work gossip about you. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Pile number 1, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does help out the channel. But we're going to go ahead and lay out the cards. We're going to start with your tarot. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Five of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. You have the High Priestess. And you have the Fool. For Oracle cards, you have Twins. You have Fire. You have Closed Off, Guarded, Resistance. You have Ancestor Guides. I don't know how to say the other word. I'm gonna be real. You have Wedding Rings, Union, Wedding, Married, Soul Connection, Eternal Love, Everlasting Promise. And then you have Mask, Not Showing True Feelings, Hide, Persify, Pretend, Delude, Gaslighting. Okay. Interesting. I like that you have the Eight of Pentacles straight in the middle, because that's like the work card. What is the work gossip? Okay. I'm not getting anything right off the bat, but we are just going to go along with the tarot cards, explain those, and then look at the oracle cards. So the Four of Wands talks about being happy, you know, having some type of happiness. But with this particular deck, you can see this person is like looking through this portal at this female, right? And then you have the Five of Swords, which talks about like winning no matter what. Taking as much as you can from a situation, even when it's basically out of your control. The Eight of Pentacles talks about work, you know. And I just now noticed that if you look, like, the skeleton has its eyes lit up. So I think somebody is really like watching you from afar. Because you also have this person. This person is tied up. They have the tape over their mouth. So I feel like there's multiple people that have tried to get you fired. Because when the fire came out, and I know this is like the horror oracle deck, but like just as soon as I said fire, I was like fired, you know? And then you even got twins over here. Like, you have two people right here. I think you found out that someone was trying to get you fired or trying to get you in trouble. And how you, I feel like you overcame it maturely. And it shocked a lot of people. You know? In fact, I feel like it even helped you, you know? Because it probably brought these two people's true colors out. But there's a certain way you do your work. With the Eight of Pentacles coming up, I feel like someone is talking about your performance. And I feel like it's mostly how you could do different things, especially with the High Priestess beside it. But with the Fool card, I feel like people are saying that you're going to end up getting this new opportunity, or you're going to go after a new level. You're going after something as a new beginning. Clarity. They realize that you're protected, too. Like, your boss ain't going to play about you. And that it's really out of their control. I feel like there has been somebody else that has had the similar experience with you. Like, not with you, but like as you, with the same people that you're interacting with. Maybe these people are used to being able to get people fired. Because let's be honest, there are people out there at like almost every single job that tries to get people fired. And I feel like these people have gotten people fired before. But it's not working with you, and it's surprising them, and it's kind of intimidating them. Like, it's getting to the point where it's like, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's why you got the wedding rings and the mask. I feel like these people are low-key trying to pull you closer. Kind of like, keep your enemies closer. Like, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Yeah. So it's like they want to mask and act like they're not the ones that are secretly trying to sabotage you. But they're talking about how you already know, and you're taking that risk to not be friends with them anymore. You're taking that risk to, you know, be on your own, continue this journey on your own 2 feet. And it's like they're watching you like you're in a different realm. Yeah, with the Four of Wands. I feel like some people are like good for them, but I feel like there's at least 2 people that try their hardest to get you fired. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe they're trying to say that you try to get people fired. But I feel like it's mostly them trying to get you in trouble, get you to lose your job. Especially behind your back. But they're saying, like, they have to know because they're acting funny. They're not, you know, talking as much. They're not doing this, they're not doing that as much, you know? Like, they notice that your energy is off, that you're not really messing with them or associating with them anymore. And they're talking about that. How you rather keep walking alone than be a part of a group, be a part of what everybody else got going on. Like, you ain't afraid to leave people in the past, leave certain situations, or not even respond. Like, if someone comes and confronts you, I feel like you're not even gonna, like, you're gonna have a poker face. It's not gonna matter to you. Because at the end of the day, you know your values, you know what you're there to do, and it's your job. People may talk about how you still get your job done regardless of everything. Regardless of the evil eye coming after you. People are starting to get jealous by the fact that they can't bring you down and they can't have an effect on you anymore. It's really starting to bother them. But yeah, that's all I see for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did and this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. Again, I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, pile number 2, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does help out the channel. But we're going to go ahead and lay out the cards. I have not looked at these, so it's going to be a surprise for you and me. And we're going to start with your tarot. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. And the Eight of Wands. For oracle cards, you have Fertility and Illness. Does that help? Helps a little bit. Then you got Fulfillment and Wish. You have Sun, Strength, Empowerment. You have Coffin, Ending, Bring, New Beginnings, Growth, Change, Liberation, Transition. And then you have Passion, Insane Chemistry, Like Each Other Equally, Having Fun. I feel like this is good energy overall. Yeah, I feel like people talk about with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like people talk about how giving and nurturing and loving you are. I feel like if someone needs to take off a day or something, you're willing to, like, at least think about it. At least think about it, consider it. And if you don't got too much going on and how much you like the person, you will, like, help them out so they can take a day off. I feel like you also have enough to give. Like, you have enough energy to do your job and other people's jobs. I mean, not, like, completely. I mean, yeah, but no. Like, people not thinking, like, oh, they can take over my job. They're thinking more of a, you can get your job done and still have the energy to help others. So, like, if it's one of those jobs where, like, as soon as you get everything done, you can go home. People are saying that when you get done, you help the people that want to leave, or you're not afraid to pick up work when other people aren't, you know. So really, you are a team player, and you actually consider people's emotions and, you know, treat them like human beings. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like you also are a good communicator. Like, if you have a problem, you're not afraid to saying it. I feel like you also are pretty good about taking accountability. I feel like people think that you're pretty quick too, like quick to respond. Like, if it's one of those jobs that, like, you're on the radio or you're like, you have to respond, I feel like you're like the first one to respond. You're the first one to show up. And then it goes into the Hierophant about how committed you are. And then the Eight of Wands, again, like, coming in hot. You know, maybe you do overtime. Maybe you like to come in as many times as you can. Maybe you work good in a group. I feel like you can also teach other people things, especially with the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. Like, you're not afraid to go by the rules, you know, just get things done. I feel like you're not afraid of sacrificing for others and for work and all this and that, you know. And then you got Fulfillment, Wish, you have Empowerment. So it's like, you really do bring a lot to the team, but you also know when to stop and still live your life, you know. I feel like some people think that you do too much and you get kind of sick. Like, you might end up, you know, hurting yourself or having long-term effects, like, depending on what job you have. Maybe you're lifting too much. Maybe you're doing too much. You know what I mean? Maybe your people are saying you're going to hurt your back or your legs are going to hurt. You know, actually like caring about your health too. But I feel like people say how they really enjoy you, you know, they love to have you on their team. I feel like with the Queen of Cups pouring that cup out, I feel like you're also not afraid of saying no. Like, if you don't want to do something again with the coffin, like, if you need a day off, you're not afraid of putting your foot down. And that's where the empowerment and the strength and the sun comes out, because it's like, you know you know how the benefits are. You know how it is when you need to take care of yourself and take the day off, you know? Like, overall, you know your limits. People may worry about your limits, but they know that you're a good team player. You do know a lot to teach other people, be there for other people. I feel like your coworkers, they just have a lot of love for you, a lot of respect for you. They know that they can rely on you and depend on you, that you're smart, you're quick, you're responsive, and responsible. They could trust you. But, like, you're not gullible either. Like, you're not going to sit here and take tricks. You're not going to sit here and, you know, like, you still act for your age. You still act for your wage is what I meant to say. But people are saying how mature you are for your age. Maybe you're younger. Maybe you're, you know. I just heard we wish that we had more employees like you. More workers like you. With the fertility card, I feel like they kind of gave you like the green light. Like, they probably thought that when you first started, maybe that you wasn't gonna last and all this and that because of the type of job, or, you know, judging you by the cover. You know how it goes, but you kind of really surprised them, and it's like you're the chosen one now. And then, like, with the illness, I feel like these people don't want to let you go. I feel like on the days you are off, these people hate it. But they're like, dang, like, they do need a day off. They do need to take time for themselves. They can't work all the time, I don't guess. But yeah, pile number 2. I think that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for clicking and watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, if you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. And if this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help with the channel. Again, thank you so much, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does help with the channel. But we're going to go ahead and lay out all your cards, starting with your tarot cards. So you have the 5 of Wands. You have Justice. You have the Empress. You have the 8 of Swords. And then you have the Ace of Wands. For our oracle cards, you have Water. Make sure you guys can see that. You have the Call. You have Change, Courage. You have Deception, Temptation. You have the Sword and the Rose. Clarity, Truth, Revelation, my bad. solitary, force, honor, protection, power. Then you got heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. And then you have not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. Okay, guys, I do feel like this is the drama pile. Because definitely with the Five of Wands first popping out, I was like, yeah, this is actual gossip. This is drama. I feel like you used to be cool with these people. I feel like y'all used to be buddy-buddy. But then something happened. Y'all started having some type of conflict. And your way of defusing the situation is to remove yourself. And people are hating it. People hate it. Because they feel like they're tied down to these people. They feel like they have to get along with these people. But they see you striving by yourself. You literally have the Empress, and then below that you have the Solitary card. Yeah, force, honor, protection, power. You're protecting yourself by stepping away from this drama, by stepping away from these people. Some people want to say that you're heartbroken or whatever. They're trying to make it out to be like you're miserable and all this and that, blah, 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 blah. But, like, with the call card, it's like these people, they didn't expect it. You know? Like, why? Because if you think about the Scream movie, why answer an unknown phone call? You know? You could have avoided the entire movie if you would have just not picked up the phone. So it's like, it's the same energy with this pile. Like, why start drama and then be surprised when you have nothing to do with it, that you're not reacting to it? It gets them fired up. They want to keep pushing you. And some people say, like, oh, well, they're not trying to make it known. They're not trying to, they're hoping that you change jobs. Yeah, and then with the water card, like, water is like emotions. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing. Like, you get on a ship and you go out in the water and you find a creature, you know? You come across a creature. Come across the monster. So it's like, you put yourself, like, not you specifically, but these people put themselves in the situation. And then it's going to sit there and be like, well, they're just talking about how, like, how you responded to it and how it's fake, because in their heads you have to be phased. You have to feel some type of way. You have to feel less than. Because with the Eight of Swords, like, these people feel trapped. They want to make you feel trapped. You know? They don't want you in this Empress energy. I feel like this is jealous people. People that don't want to see you succeed. Like, this energy is kind of like pile number one, but a little bit different, because this pile, they still want you around just so they can try to bully you, I feel like. Like, they want to taunt you. They want you to think that this is their territory, and it ain't. It's your work environment too, and you know that. They're definitely talking about how you stopped talking to them, how you're not influenced anymore, how you just had enough. And they hate it. They real life hate it. So they're starting lies saying that you cried and all this and that, you know, showing a lot of emotions when you really haven't. Like, I don't feel like you really care. Especially with the change in courage. Like, I feel like some people, when I say some people, I feel like one or two. Like, I don't feel like it's a lot of people, but I feel like there's someone out there like, no, they really did change. They're not like that no more. You know, they don't really settle for stuff like that. And it's like the person that is like, look at this card. Like, this person is screaming. Like, this, it's like, that's kind of the face I can imagine people making. Like, you went ghost and then they're screaming like, oh my God, how could they not? And I just now noticed you had the phone call and then it's the not today. Yeah, people think that you're still mad, that you still feel some type of way, that you can't live life without anybody, especially with your coworkers. But then some people are like, it's like they know, like everybody, it's like the unspoken rule is everybody knowing that you can do it by yourself, that you really don't need people. But they're just like, can you believe that? It's fake. They can't be like that, you know? It's like they force themselves to view it like that, to make themselves feel better than you. But deep, deep down, they know, like, basically what this is saying is that they'll talk really good about you, but then flip it and be like, well, they're only probably doing that because X, Y, and Z. They're only doing that because they feel lost, because they are angry at us. Of course, they're going to try to make it seem like their life's better without us. Of course, they're going to make it seem like, you know, they actually enjoy being here without us. You know? They're trying to make it seem like you can't live without them. You can't work without them. Because with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you started a new project just to spite them. Well, you probably didn't do it to spite them, but that's what they're saying. Especially with the Ace of Wands. But I also feel like some people, like, they want to start stuff up again with the Ace of Wands. Like, they want to go back to the Five of Wands where y'all are all arguing. Everybody's trying to gang up on you. Trying to make you feel some type of way. And it's like, the more you don't respond, the more it lights them up. The more they want to do something about it. I would just keep playing it cool. Because, like, you're suffocating them. They can't figure you out. Like, they can. It's like they do, but then they diffuse it. Like, they drain it. Does that make sense? I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, and I am, but that's really all I'm getting. There was drama, you distanced yourself, they realized that, and they're saying, whoa, look at her, they got boundaries and everything, but then they'll twist it and get into a low vibrational energy and be like, no, that isn't what happened. And then they put their delusional glasses on and say, no, they're doing that because they're hurt, because they're mad, they're angry. It's all an act. And it's really bothering them. Like, they really wasn't expecting you to hold your ground. They kind of was expecting you to play their childish games back, and it's like now they don't know what to do because you're not playing their games. But alright, pawn number 3, thank you so much for stopping by. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Again, thank you so much, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!